Hi Cancer, I hope that you're all doing well. We are here with a general reading. Before we get into it, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. Looks like a lot of stuff going on. You may have something going on with an interpersonal relationship. Maybe seeing a friend, having a celebration, can be too. Can be like a gathering or something that's happening, Cancer. For some of you, there's something that recently ended. This looks like it would have been connected with maybe the way that somebody was behaving with you. But let's see where we're going with all of this. We're starting off with the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups speaks about wish fulfillments, things that we want. You may be trying to prioritize the things that you want right now. Focusing on your desires. Maybe just like even counting your blessings, things like that. Could be a lot that's on your plate too. Okay, what's going on here? You may have found yourself caught up in a situation where you kind of like lost it for a minute, like maybe got lost in the drama of a situation. When I say drama, I don't actually mean that it has to be like something wild going on between you and someone. I mean like you may have become very immersed in something for a minute and been like, it's really hard for me to use my coping strategies right now, or like I'm having a really hard time centering right now, and could have even felt like you went I don't know, these two came out upside down, and so you could have felt like something slowed down your progress, or kind of like, I should have known this by now, or I should have known how to do this by now, or even like, I can't believe that this is bothering me, or I can't believe that this is getting to me in the way that it is, or that I want to react like this, something like that. Where you may have just kind of like lost your cool, but this may be something that only you're noticing. It may not be something that other people have seen, but you may know yourself well enough to be like, maybe I didn't feel like I am handling this as best as I can, or just like, this is really hard for me. I feel like I'm really struggling through this situation. But it's something that's teaching you a lot about yourself, and it's teaching you how to better ride the waves of these sorts of situations. It's helping you to make progress on a personal level, especially emotionally and energetically, and especially when it comes to you kind of like handling your business. Okay. Something heavy. You feel hurt. It's almost like something that you had wished to turn out a particular way, and feeling like instead of having this thing turn out how you wanted it, like instead of this situation being like a wish fulfillment, it ends up being a pain that you experience. And that may be why you're kind of like reeling from this situation. It's like, here I thought that I was going to get like dessert at the end, and instead I get heartbreak in a situation, you know? You may have really been banking on this too, is what I'm hearing. For some of you, you even felt rejected in a situation. Something didn't work out. There was a lack of reciprocity. This can mean that the way that you're showing up, you feel is like incompatible with the way another person is showing up, or like, hey, I'm trying this and like these are my values and another person is not in that space. This is like heartbreak over something not feeling like compatible or something not feeling mutual. Meaning like, hey, I really like you and I'm showing up like this, or hey, I want to work and collaborate on this project together, and it's like the other person has like a different idea of what's going on here. So when it came to like the mutuality of something, there's a lack of compatibility. But this is something that definitely cuts deeply. Like heartbroken over something not being compatible or something not being mutual. There being like a different value system, even, it can be. Like a lack of reciprocity at the end of the day. But this is leading to a big change for you. I'm seeing heavy Scorpio energy here, Cancer. This is giving you the opportunity to really transition and transform and to grow through this experience. But I'm seeing you be like, I don't know how much more growing I can do right now. This feels like a lot. It feels very heavy, but it's like, just keep holding on. You're doing a great job. I'm seeing you really making progress. I'm seeing there be a lot of personal growth as well. But because of how difficult this situation is, you may be having a hard time seeing it, but I can see it. Meaning, like, this version of yourself that is being reflected to you through me, like me standing in right now, relaying the messages to you from your higher self, like, I see you, and I see the work that you're doing here. It is very clear to see. And you may also feel like you're struggling at the same time, and that's okay too. There's a lot of growth to be made here. Something could have also kind of caught you off guard too with the Tower. Interesting. Okay, let's talk about this. So, this thing that is happening right now, this situation that you're in, this is allowing you to evolve when it comes to your masculine fire energy. This is changing the way that you take action. It's changing the way that you size up situations. It's also helping you lean more into why you're doing what you're doing and making sure that you're taking action and being motivated by the right things, and also being more straightforward and upfront. You may have been like really leaning into your feminine energy and lacking the masculine energy that was needed to like address something, to get something going, to confront something, to make a move. You may be moving differently now. You may be calculating your moves differently now. This is all giving you the opportunity to step into your masculine energy here. That's what's changing here. You being in a space where you're taking on a leadership role, taking on the initiative, going after the things that you want, being vocal about those things as well. This is also about creating the reality that you want to. Like when you're in a situation that you don't like how things are working out, it's like you're cultivating this energy of yourself to be able to step up and to be guiding things in the direction you want them to go in. But I'm seeing there be some sort of conflict. Maybe you had been feeling conflicted about taking action before. There may be a connection that you're letting go of, but you may feel conflicted about doing so. So there was something that you wanted. Things absolutely did not go in that way, and it goes beyond this being a disappointment. I'm seeing this actually like paining you, okay? Like this actually hurts. I saw 10 on the time when I looked up. This is definitely a major completion of a cycle for you. 10 is like the end of something. Like we've gotten to the completion of a cycle. So now I'm seeing you like maneuvering, trying to prioritize reciprocity, especially emotionally. So this can be like me being in this grounded and centered space and constantly trying to get to this space of equanimity. Like, how do I respond to the situation from that space? So this is allowing you to grow in a huge way emotionally, and it's also helping you make progress with taking the initiative and taking action. So this is meant to help you build confidence and meant to propel and motivate you enough to get you to jump up into this position and be like, I'm gonna be the one to do something about this, because like it lays on me, like this is my responsibility. So yeah, you may be in a spot where fortunately, unfortunately, like something needed to affect you enough for you to actually step up in a way. Like you may have not been motivated otherwise, which if you want to look on the bright side, you can see that as one of the things, even though this is definitely like a difficult thing that you're moving through. I am seeing something about a message. I'm looking at the Hierophant. We're just looking at Scorpio here. Advocating for yourself. Queen of Swords is about not losing your cool. It's about looking at things as objectively as possible. It's about using your air energy. So this is about thinking things through. It's about like using your intellect rather than your emotions. Like this is an intellectual problem solving criteria rather than something that is just going to be emotionally resolved. It's like you need to bring this aspect of the intellect. How the Queen of Swords works is that the Queen of Swords is like a filter for like what resonates and what doesn't resonate, and the Queen of Swords is very sure about their boundaries and where they stand and advocating for themselves, and not getting so caught up in the emotional side of something that it runs over the intellect. It's about kind of doing things with a sense of balance. So yeah, there may have been like more of an objectivity that can be applied to a situation where when you kind of pull back on your emotions only running this situation, and you also bring your intellect to kind of have that interplay between the two, it is going to really help you be making power moves here within this situation. Taking action and not doing so from a space of emotional reactivity, but more so from a space of confidence and I got this and I'm the one that's going to handle this. Responsibility. And doing what needs to be done. That's the completion of this cycle here for you. Yeah, somebody may be sort of, maybe there's an issue with the way that somebody is behaving, something like that. Yeah, this looks like a friend or an associate. This can be someone that you work with for some of you too. Okay. Or somebody that you connect with in your line of work for some of you. Or you could have something business, or you could have been like collaborating with this person, something like that. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.